In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get the 2 new badges in Bloxburg for the new Halloween Spotlight event. Hey glossettes, so welcome back. How are you guys doing today? Now in today's video, I'm going to show you how to of course get the new badges from the new Roblox event inside of Bloxburg. And if you actually want to kind of see your progress for these, what you have to do is click on the event button here and then click on this button here and you will see the 2 badges here. So we have the rune tier and the key tier. So today I'm going to show you how to get both, starting with the easy one, which is the rune tier. Now for this one, all we need to do is get 500 tickets, and to get tickets in Bloxburg, what you need to do is either trick or treat or participate in the ghost hunting minigame. And to do this, you need to be in a server with other people. So what we're actually going to do is I'm going to hop into a neighborhood quickly so we can actually complete these, because you need other people for all of this. If you don't know how to find a neighborhood, then what you want to do is click the neighborhoods button, which will bring up this menu here. And if you actually click on this one, you will find a bunch of public servers where you can actually very quickly get tickets from trick-or-treat farming and ghost hunting too. So we are just going to hop in one of these, and this is the quickest way to actually do this. So once you join one of these neighborhoods, a lot of the time they have free bikes. So what we're going to do is we are going to take a bike, and to get the 500 tickets, we are just going to trick-or-treat, which should be pretty easy. So to trick-or-treat, all you need to do is go around plots and trick-or-treat, and you will get 25 tickets each time. But if you actually put on a costume, you will get 30. So we are going to go and do that quickly. Here we go. I'm just going to put on a random costume, which will actually give us a 5 ticket bonus, and we can continue to trick-or-treat around the map. But pretty much I just went around trick-or-treating, and after one round in like 4 minutes, I already had nearly all of the tickets. So this really doesn't take long at all for the first badge. The candy resets every 5 minutes. So once you've trick-or-treated at a plot, you just have to wait 5 minutes for the candy to spawn again, and most of that time is taken up by going around the map. So this one is already just in 47 seconds, but I'm gonna wait for these ones to reset, and then we will very quickly just collect a few more and we should be done, and we can move on to the difficult badge, Sabrina's quest. Okay, this should be the last amount of tickets I need, so I'm gonna click on this and then I get the first badge here. We have now got the first one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna hop back into my neighborhood and I'm gonna show you guys how to actually do the key tier Sabrina's quest. So the first step to complete this game pass is of course to go to Sabrina. So you just want to click on this button that says Sabrina's quest, and we will be teleported to where we need to start. And once you get teleported, you can find Sabrina over here. So we are going to click on her, and she says talk, and this says, welcome to Sabrina's mystical snacks. What can I get you today? I want to apply to become your apprentice. I would love to take you in. I'm trying to brew a potion that lets people see ghosts, but I have lost my potion recipe book somewhere in the barn. Bring it to me and we can begin. So the first task you need to do is find her recipe book, which is actually over here in the barn. You can actually see it in the window, and you can sometimes climb up like this and kind of get to the top, but what you actually need to do is go around this side to the other side of the barn, and we can then climb up like this and hop in here. And then what we need to do is just kind of hop across the beams all the way across the roof of the barn to here, and you will find her recipe book over here. So we are just going to click on this and click take, and then bring it all the way back to her. So we're just going to jump out the window, and then we are going to click talk again, and she says, you're back with the book. I'll start looking for the recipe, and in the meantime try practicing some potion brewing using the cauldron in the back. Add any item in, then bring me the potion you've made. So what we need to do now is brew a potion in her cauldron, and to find her cauldron you just want to go behind her stall, and you will find it right over here, and we just need to make a potion with any item. So I'm just going to open my backpack here, and then I'm just going to pick a hula hoop, the first one I can kind of see, and we are going to click use on the cauldron and brew a potion, and then of course bring it back to her over here. So once you have your potion, you just want to click on her and click talk again, and she says, you are a natural. While you were gone, I found the recipe we need. The book is written in a cryptic language, so I will do the translating and you will do the brewing. For starters, I need you to brew me a potion using something weightless. So she wants a potion with something weightless in it, and this is actually a balloon. So what you want to do is you want to click on these balloons here. Here we go, and then we are going to turn these into a potion. So once again, just go back here. We are going to click on this, click use, and then make this kind of balloon potion, and then bring it back to her again like this. So we're going to click talk again, and she says, that's it. This is a potion of levitation. It's the first effect we need. And next I need you to brew me a potion using something loud. So we need something that makes a loud noise. So I'm going to open my backpack again, and we are just going to search for a chainsaw, and we are going to take this and then make this into a potion by clicking on the cauldron once again. Here we go, and then we are going to bring this potion all the way back to Sabrina over here. We are going to click talk, and she says, wow, the potion of haunting. This is the correct translation, but I seem to have made a mistake. There's a book in the high school's library, A Billy Goat High, on deciphering ancient symbols. Bring it back to me so we can continue. So what you actually need to do now is go all the way to Bloxburg High School to find the correct book, and to get there, what we're going to do is we are just gonna click on our phone and then click the school app and click go to campus, which will of course take us to the Bloxburg school. So now what we want to do is we need to head to the library. So if you go in the school and then you turn left, you will find the library at the end of the hall. So we are just gonna go all the way down here and we should be able to find the book that she is talking about. You want to go to the left hand side of the library in this little castle thing, and you will actually find the book kind of down here. So we are going to take this and then we are going to open the menu again and then click daily potion button, because this will actually take us back to the Plenty of Pumpkins farm, which is where Sabrina is. Here we go. And then to get back to Sabrina, we just have to walk through here to the left and we will find her stall all the way at the back over here. Here she is. So we are just going to go and give her the book. I'm going to click on her and she says, thank you. Now let's see. For our next potion, brew me something bright. So we need to brew another potion, and for this we need a torch. So we are going to open the backpack and I'm just going to type in lantern and find anything that kind of glows, and then we are going to turn this into the next potion like this, and then of course bring this back to her, and she says that is a pretty mixture. I believe that this is the potion of ghost vision. Let's try adding them together, and they're mixing. Now for our final potion. Oh no, that's not good. The page is missing. Wait, I remember my friend Susan mentioning that our town fisherman has caught something fishy. His name is Alan. He's the fisherman by the Ferris wheel at Ocean Avenue. Go to him and see what you can find. So now what we need to do is go and get the page from Alan the fisherman. So to get there, we are going to open our phones and click work, and we are just going to teleport to the fisherman job, as this is the quickest way to get there. And once you're here, we are just going to then head out of the fisherman thing and you will find Alan right over here. So we are going to talk to him and we say, I heard you caught something strange. Was it some kind of paper? Hi mate, inside a fish it was. Odd thing folded tight like a note. Didn't make sense to me, so I tossed it. If this page is important to you, you'll find it by the rocks near the lighthouse at Cape Beacon. So now what we have to do is go all the way to the lighthouse. I'm just going to end my shift quickly, and to get there we just need to go all the way down there, but you can actually teleport to get here quicker by going to a bus stop, and there is conveniently one right over here. So we are just going to go to the bus stop, we are going to click travel, and then we are going to teleport to Cape Beacon. Here we go. And then of course we need to go down to the rocks to find this kind of piece of paper they're talking about. So you want to go to these rocks over here, just kind of next to the lighthouse, and the piece of paper is actually under this rock under the water. You will see it peeking out over here. So what we're going to do is just kind of jump in and kind of swim down till we get to the paper, and then we are going to click on it if I can. Here we go. And then of course we need to bring this back to Sabrina. So once again we are just going to open the menu and click daily potion. Here we go. And then let's head back to Sabrina, and then we can click talk on her, and she says, let's see it fits. Apparently Alan fished it up on one of his expeditions. Thanks for bringing it. Now the final potion calls for something see-through. I wonder what that means. I'm sure you'll figure it out. So the potion we need now is something with something see-through, and this item is actually glasses. So we can grab these from our backpack once again, and then we are going to bring these to the potion cauldron over here and make these into the potion, and then of course bring this back to Sabrina, and she says, and voila, it's finally finished, the phantom perception potion. It should allow you to see ghosts, hopefully. I've never brewed something like that before. It was fun. Here, drink the potion and go see if it works. So then we need to grab the potion here and we need to drink this, and this should make us able to see ghosts. Here we go. So what you actually want to do now is if we go and hop over this fence, you will actually see the ghost of Helen over here at the front. So we are going to talk to her next, and she says, art thou able to see me? I am Helen, mistress of this estate. What keeps your spirit attached to this world? I remain bound to this realm by heavy remorse, a tale of heartache and regret. How can I help? Oh kind soul, to help thou must gain entry to the mansion. Seek the key buried within my resting place within the city's graveyard. So what we need to do now is go to the graveyard, and to get there we are going to open the event tab and click on this one, and we are just going to use this button to teleport to the graveyard. Here we go. And then we are going to go in here, and you actually need to find the grave that has the witch's hat on. So if we go over here, what we need to do is we need to dig this up, but we need a shovel first. So we are going to open the backpack once again and then just search for a shovel, and then we can click dig again, and then a skeleton will pop out and the key will also pop out. So we are going to take this, and we see her ghost too, and then we need to bring this back to her at the mansion. So once again we are going to open this, and we are just going to click the Sabrina's quest button, because this will take us back to where we need to be. Here we go. And then we are going to hop back over here again to the ghost and talk to her once again, and she says, I do apologize if moving my skeleton caused thee any fright. It was naught but a jest, I assure you. It was you in the graveyard. If thou hast lingered upon this mortal plane as long as I had, thou too shalt find thyself bored. Nevertheless thou dost possess the key, and thus thou art granted entrance within the mansion. Seek my keepsake, a cherished relic that will hold my key to my release. So what we need to do now is we actually need to find a relic, and we need to find it inside of this big mansion here. So you want to go inside of here, and what you actually need to do is open the door, and then you will find a maze in here, which is actually through this door on the left, which doesn't seem to want to open. So maybe I'm gonna have to walk the long way around. So we are just gonna go all the way around here to the living room, and then you will fall through into the maze here. and this is where it kind of gets complicated. We're gonna have to find our way through here. So what you want to do is first go this way into this bedroom, and then you will walk through into the bathroom like this, and then you will, oh my god, the stupid spider animatronics. Then you will go through into the kitchen, where you will then go through into this kind of like indoor garden thing, which looks kind of crazy. So we are gonna open, I think, these gates, or can we jump over? We need to get through these gates. I'm just gonna jump. Oh wait, there's a door, and then we are gonna go through this door. Oh my gosh, there's a spider again. And then I think this is like the maze area, and I have been told if you stay left, you should be able to kind of get there. So I'm gonna try and show you as best as I can. This is my first time in it, so we're gonna go this way, through the left like this, probably following the candles around this way. This is kind of like all one way. Here we go, we've done something, and then we get to a barn. So then you want to go through the barn like this, out this door. This is kind of like all one direction, so it's not that hard to do. Just kind of follow where it's telling you, and then we should get to this corn maze, which we now need to go through. And then we're going to go through this way, which has like the pumpkin things, and I'm going to go down here. So this is to the left again. We are going to go around here. We get to a cauldron around this way. Just keep kind of going down to the left, but at this kind of little scale thing, we're actually going to go right this way and go left again. This is a terrible kind of tutorial for a map. We're going to go this way past the spider, around here, that's a dead end, around this way, past this kind of scarecrow thing, and then past this, we're going to go this way. Oh wait, I found it. Okay, so once you get here, you kind of see this thing, and this is where you know you're in the right place. Oh my gosh, this is actually a little Easter egg to the very old kind of corn maze event, but we are going to go through this kind of spooky forest, and then there's great, there's another maze. We're going to go this way through the waterfall. We are going to go this way, so we're just going to kind of go through. We are going to go this way to the left and kind of to this like blue area. Wait, that's the wrong way. We're going to go back a little bit. We are going to go through here, and we should find this like toxic waste thing kind of thing, which will take us to this little kind of hut thing. So once we go through here, we're just going to take a right and go this way, kind of through here, and it will take us straight to this cave area. So once again, I'm going to go left, and then we are going to go around the bend through all this. Is kind of like all one way. So this is kind of an easy, oh my god, those stupid spiders. This is kind of an easy maze because it's quite straightforward, but we are just going to stay as left as possible. This is a dead end. Never mind, I was wrong. We're going to go back, and we're going to go right this time, and then we are going to keep going left again, and then we will find the jail, which we are going to go through this door. Or is this a dead end too? Oh wait, no, there's a secret door. Okay, so you go in the next cell, and it will take you around here. You will find this little castle thing. We are going to go through this, which is like a library, and then this door will open, and you will find the treasure room, which then has this secret door into an ice maze. So we are going to go through here. So we are going to go left again, and we are just going to go this way, and you will get to like the kind of rusty tile. Then we're going to go keep going. Once we get to this confetti one, we are going to keep going, and we are going to go this way to the side, and then all the way around this way. We are going to go around to the checkered kind of tile. We are going to walk this way to the leaf one, and then we are going to go all the way down here. We can turn again, and we should find the polka dot one, and then we are going to go here through the kind of zebra tile, this bit. So we are going to go right instead and go all the way around to the red tile, and then finally we find the door to the stairs. That was the most confusing part yet, but this will actually take us up the turret to the house again. And then what you want to do is go into the bedroom, and you will find the locket. This is the relic she was on about. So we are going to click on this and click take, and then we're simply just going to open this back door and go around the front of the mansion to give this to the ghost like this. So you can see she's over here. So we click on her, and she says, "Thou hast returned. I found this locket on the top floor hidden away. I believe it might be yours. It is indeed so. Make thy way to the fairy ring. It lies on the far side of the mansion." So now we need to go. The final step is the fairy ring. So we are just going to walk around this way, and you should be able to see it kind of glowing over here with the locket. So we are going to go over here and actually kind of click on the lookout and click use, and then the ghosts appear. We have Helen, and we actually have her husband Victor. So we say, "Victor, is it truly thou? Helen, oh my dearest Helen, why could I not find thee in the afterlife? I miss thee terribly. My dearest Victor, I find I cannot move on. I could not bear leaving you and our family behind. That last experiment, oh Helen, thy passing was grievous, yet we endured, our descendants lived on. Our legacy could not be safer than in the hands of young Sabrina. Come, let us depart in this realm, that we may be together once more. Kind soul, you have my deepest gratitude for thy aid. Pray extend my gratitude to Sabrina, for through you both I am with my family again." And then what we have to do for the final step is just head back to Sabrina, and then we should be done, and we should have the badge. So we are just gonna hop over here, click on Sabrina, and she says, "My apprentice is back. So did the potion work?" It did. I helped a ghost called Helen find closure. Von Vlox, that used to be our family name way back in the day. But anyway, you have been a great apprentice. This is for your hard work, and you actually get the Halloween Haunting Quest trophy and the badge. So we now have both badges for the Roblox event, and that is pretty much it. That is how you complete the event. But I know the mazes are very confusing, but that is all for today's video, and I will see see you all later. XOXO, Glossy Girl.